Low export prices prompt seafood industry to push more tiger prawns into the Aussie markets. This is from ABC News and it was published on Sunday, September the 8th. Most Australian wild-caught tiger prawns are exported internationally. With low prices and a drop in international demand, the northern prawn fishery is looking to push more prawns into the domestic market. The industry is hoping tiger prawns will become more popular with Australian customers. Australians are being urged to eat more wild-caught tiger prawns as fishermen move away from sending their produce overseas. It's been a slow start to the season in northern Queensland. Catches are down, but fishermen are also facing challenging international markets amid tough economic conditions. Northern Prawn Division Operations Manager said due to oversupply on the international market, they could not get the prices they were accustomed to. So instead, they want Australians to buy their product. I think Australian seafood should really be in Australia for Australians to enjoy, he said. We're very much looking around to see how we can increase tiger prawn sales and consumption here in our homeland. We already supply the domestic market, but with banana prawns rather than tiger prawns. Banana prawns is quite cheap and affordable, but also really tasty. Wild-caught tiger prawns fetch premium prices internationally. They also have a cult following at fish markets in some parts of Australia. Their top seller at Ocean World Seafood Market in far north Queensland. Owner Peter Adams said he could sell up to 300 kilograms per week. We buy cooked at sea tiger prawns and they're cooked on the boats and snap frozen. We just think they give the best product. He said customers prefer wild-caught prawns to farmed. I know demand in our place here, north of Rockhampton. The cooked tiger prawns are our mainstay. Mr. Adams said he had noticed a small drop in supply this year, but hadn't had problems stocking the cabinets at his business. It's easy to market for us. They're a good value. Mr. Adams said he had heard demand for wild-caught product was picking up further south as well. I believe they are getting into the wild-caught market. It's probably price and demand and value. Tiger prawns were considered a luxury, and the industry was targeting shoppers to buy them for special occasions such as Christmas. Tiger prawns is one of those things that really stand out on a Christmas table to impress all your guests. Tiger prawn export prices have dropped by 20% on last year and the year before, and some grades have dropped as much as 30%. The Fisheries Research and Development Corporation reported the average unit price for Australian prawns had dropped from $36.68 per kilo to $28.41 per kilo in 2024. He said the industry had historically received premium prices for tiger prawns, but the flooding of the global market from aquaculture farms has impacted price. They're bringing down the price of everything else. There's always been a good gap between low value and high value products overseas, but that gap is now becoming too large. Traditional markets in Asia just don't have the appetite to pay high prices anymore, meaning they could no longer compete in those international markets. You have to catch about 20% more just to end up with the same price point. Then you have to consider the fact that fuel is very high. The suspension of Sea Swift mothership in 2023 has increased fuel costs for northern fishermen who are now struggling without easy access to supply. The good news is Australians can get access to more quality seafood that would normally go overseas. The bad news for us, it's a lot cheaper than we'd like. It's kind of like the perfect storm, and fishermen all over the world understand this. There's not as many prawns, the price is down, and the price of fuel is up. Just makes it a lot harder to make a living. Unfortunately, this is an issue in most fisheries around the world right now, especially with not as many fish and the price of fuel going up every year.